Hello, welcome. She is on the cover and she is in the book. She was on the cover of the first issue, on the back cover, technically, right there. And she's actually in this one. So, some truth in advertising. Her name is Dire Wolf. She got name dropped by Swine in the previous issue. And now she's here to hang out with Rook. And man, I don't know where I want to start. Like she finds Swine. Let's start with that. She and her wolves, they find Swine, and now she's like, man, I need to go find Rook. Number one, to tell him that Swine is dead. Number two, to enlist his aid in her secret mission to save the planet. Exodus. Meanwhile, our homeboy here is on a little boat on a big, big lake, and see the shadow of the thing? It's a giant turtle. Foreshadowing, literally. Not figurative foreshadowing, literal foreshadowing. Because what's next? Yeah. Oh, dude. This is just making me think like Godzilla stuff. Like, this feels like it's the setup for that Godzilla anime where the Godzilla biome took over the whole planet. You guys have no idea what I'm talking about. It's okay. It wasn't a very good anime. I kind of like the middle sequence best. What's the second movie? City on the Edge of Battle or something like that. Whatever. Weird animes. Doesn't really have much to do with Godzilla, but that's what that reminds me because giant turtles are totally a kaiju staple, man. I think the first time, aside from Gamera, it was in Space Amoeba, I think, where a giant turtle shows up, and then in one of the Millennium films, a giant dead turtle shows up, washed up on the beach, and they say Godzilla killed it. So anyway, that's how my brain works. Now you know. So Turtle wrecks his boat. He goes diving. He's looking for a part because he's going to use that part to repair his ship. And you can see how he gets away from the turtle. Turtle's coming up to follow him. I get out of the water as quickly as I can. Caw, caw, caw. Giant turtles. That wasn't in the commercial. So he's like, beep, 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 beep. And since his little autopiloted car, crack, kills the turtle. And now the birds got some dinner. Which, it's interesting the way, how to put it, the way the helmet feeds back into him. So supposedly the connections were mostly supposed to be one way, but he mentions that it goes the other way, and so he like feels their hunger, he feels their lack of remorse over the other dead birds that have died, their selfishness, their greed, how they just want to eat and fly and eat and fly. And well, I mean, I look out my window over here. There's a big tree right there. I see little birds. I know what they're doing. They're doing the same thing: eat and fly, fly. And sometimes you're flying around and you poop. That's bird life, man. Fly, poop. Oh, and sometimes lay eggs and make nests. Birds are really busy, aren't they? They sure seem like it. Anyway, that's a weird digression we just went into. I gotta be real careful because I want to go all the way to the staple, but there's so much back material, so much back matter in this book that the staple is nowhere near the halfway point. It's almost at the end of the actual story. I think that's a pretty cool cover for the next book. Who can he trust? Who can you trust, man? Who can you trust? Probably nobody. So he's drunk in his apartment. Dire Wolf shows up to tell him about Swine. Drop the gun. What? I wouldn't. Who knows what anyone does anymore? Now drop it. So he drops it. Where's your helmet? Where's your helmet, Rook? Is that why you're here? You and your father still trying to rally the other Rordans, yeah. The other Rordans to save a world that can't be saved? Swine is dead. And then we set up the conflict. We got a little taste of the conflict to begin with. But here he comes, the guy that killed their friend Swine. He's got a couple of dudes on motorcycles, of course. Bad guy's got to have minions, and he's got the giant turbo bears behind him. So they have a little skirmish with this guy. It's all good stuff. The bad guy looks menacing. He's got some kind of menacing plan. She drops some truth about him because Rook is like, has some assumptions. She dispels those assumptions. It's all a great setup. This issue was pretty good. It was a regular size issue. The previous one was like a double size. This is a regular size book. Good stuff. It pulled me in. I saw the escalation, his lack of choices, how he got hemmed in by everything happening around him. Thumbs up. Enjoyed it. I'm liking this series way more than I thought I would. I thought I was just going to be looking at it for the art, and instead I'm getting like this fun little sci-fi action journey. The beats are pretty predictable. Like, I kind of had an idea of what was going to happen, but I'm still liking it anyway. Well, take care of yourselves. You have a great one. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Bye-bye.